Many things impact how our ecosystem functions, including biodiversity, relationships, and matter and energy. Lilo and Stitch is similar to this because of their ecosystem and how they interact with others. The aliens and humans have different relationships, and the Hawaiian habitat has matter and energy that goes around. It has biodiversity with aliens and humans too. I chose this connection because I like this movie. The Lilo and Stitch movie franchise has a whole ecosystem of aliens and humans. It also shows different relationships between them and how matter and energy are involved to get the aliens. The water combines with the experiments and brings them to life. Biodiversity is important to how ecosystems function because everything has a role in life to balance it all out. In order to get the delicate balance that we have in our ecosystem, there is taxonomy, succession, and levels of complexity. The different levels of complexity are individual, population, community, ecosystem, and biome. Biodiversity can be separated into 3 categories: genetic diversity, species diversity, and ecosystem diversity. For ducks, their breeds are made by humans. But for birds, they are natural variations, like color markings. Species diversity is just the amount of species of animals, plants, or insects. Ecosystem diversity is where there are a variety of habitats within an ecosystem. Endangered species have an effect on the ecosystem too because they affect other organisms. For example, if one animal goes extinct, then another animal has lost their food source. One endangered species is the common hamster. They live in shrublands in North Asia. Pollution, transportation, and climate change all affect the common hamster population. Lilo and Stitch can be connected to biodiversity because of how Hawaii has succession. It started out as a volcano. The lava flowed and hardened to make rock. Then there was land. And over time it became an island with lots of plants and animals. Relationships impact ecosystems' function too, by how organisms interact with each other and help each other thrive. There are many mutualisms that animals can have, but one way they help each other survive is by surface resource mutualism. One example would be the ants and the aphid trees. The ants bite off any vines or insects that try to take over the tree, and in return, the tree provides them with food to eat. Relationships also help maintain balance and make sure that nothing gets overpopulated. This is called parasitism. An example of parasitism is the cordyceps fungus and ants. The cordyceps fungus targets the largest population because it has a greater chance of falling on them, and it happens to be the ants. When it comes in contact with the ants, it makes the ants climb up the tree, and that which helps keep the population stable. The ants then help the fungus by spreading it to other ants. Predators and competition help keep the balance too. The more prey there are, the more predators there will be. The less prey there are, the less predators there will be, and the cycle continues. Lions and hyenas are some of the many animals that have competition. For them, they mainly have exploitation competition. When there is big prey, the lion normally gets it, but the lion has no interest in the small prey, so the hyena gets it. Over time, mutualism can be lost though. There are 4 ways this can happen. One way that can happen is one partner can harm the other. The second way that can happen is extinction, where one partner may or extinct and disappear. The third way is abandonment. A partner may decide that they just want to live alone. The final way to this can happen is if one partner switches to another species. Lilo and Stitch are similar to ecological relationships too. Stitch and Lilo have mutualism where they help each other survive their adventures. One example is when Lilo gets kidnapped and Stitch goes to save her. Stitch protects Lilo and in return Lilo gives Stitch a house and food and stuff. Jumba created experiment 626 and likes him, but then Gun takes him, captures Stitch and bring him back to the ship, which is similar to parasitism. They were partners, but then Jumba had to go against it and capture Stitch. He then decides to go against Gunta and him and completely stay with Stitch on Earth. Stitch and Lilo also have a predator, which is Guntu. Gunta wants to take Stitch back to destroy him, but Lilo and Stitch want to stay together. Energy and matter affect how ecosystems run by the laws of conservation, element cycles, and how much energy is captured and transferred. Our energy sources are the sun and earth's core. It's important to remember that energy cannot be created or destroyed. This means that energy and matter travel through a cycle. The energy cycle has light energy that goes to a chloroplast and it does photosynthesis to get sugar and oxygen. Then that energy is transferred over to mitochondria and it does cellular respiration. The matter goes around too and moves through energy. O2 goes in and COTA plus H2O comes out with the sugar CO2 and H2O goes in and O2 comes out. Elements also cycle through the spheres. One element that cycles through our spheres is sulfur. Plants taking sulfur through the grounds, and then animals get the sulfur by eating the plants. Humans put more sulfur into the atmosphere by burning coal, fossil fuels, and natural gas. Sulfur is also the building blocks for protein, but too much or too little can be harmful. Energy that is captured and transferred can be shown by the Sonoran Desert trophic level pyramid. Producers, primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers, and finally apex predators. In the Sonoran Desert, some producers are brittle bush and cactus. Some primary consumers are butterflies and wood rats. Some secondary consumers are lizards and grasshopper mice. Tertiary consumers are snakes and elf owls, and some apex predators are hawks and roadrunners. Through each group, the energy that gets passed on is only 10%. The other 90% of the energy gets used for the plant or animal that already has it to survive. Lilo and Stitch can be connected to matter and energy transfer because it happens in Hawaii. The sun provides energy for the lands and the plants are eaten by animals. Stitch is also a part of the food web because he interacts with the ecosystem in Hawaii and destroys it. Stitch also has super strength and super speed, so he uses a lot of energy. This also means that he needs to eat more since only 90% of energy is used. The best thing I learned is relationships and the parasitism and mutualism. This is the best thing I have learned because I have been able to connect it to the most things. My understanding of these concepts have changed by making my understanding more in depth. I think that my notebook survival skill has improved the most because I take more notes now. Lilo and Stitch and their Hawaiian set show a good example of biodiversity. Whether it is Hawaii's changed over time or the relationships and diversity that the characters have, biodiversity is shown in many ways. you.